Yo. It's your boy Carter, the WCC man, back in the bed with another reaction video, man. How y'all been? Hope you been well. Take care of yourself, love yourself, staying out the way, staying positive, doing everything that you truly love and desire, man. Always chase your goals no matter what the adversity. Always, bro. Drinking water, all that. You feel me? We'll say eat healthy, eat your fruits, but it's not. It's like we can't even eat that shit no more. What fucking diarrhea? Like what? Like that government bullshit I'm talking about, man. They would just be causing shit out of nowhere. What happened to the Hampton shit? Like, bro, this psyop rat race bullshit, man. It's getting annoying. It's stressful. When you know about this the Atrix and shit, man, all this shit, it's annoying. That's why I try to get y'all motivation, man. Sometimes I be saying this stuff as well to keep me motivated too, cause it be straight BS going on, truly. So we just got to find a way to break the system. Do not stay on the rat wheel your whole life, my nigga. Take your risks. Break the cycle. Break the daily cycle that's calling you from doing what you truly want to do, and just live and truly experience life, man. We are all in vessels trying to see what's going on and trying to make this the best of this shit. Even though we could already had a revolution, we could have got this shit set and straight right after the Steam Fast came out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not forgetting about those. You niggas forgot about them. I'm not though. But yeah, man, without further ado, shout out to Omeezy. We got India Love. Keep showing who she really is. I think I had seen JD Run be in this clip, and they said he went viral. I think I seen the video of his too pop up my page, but I was busy. I wasn't checking it out. I've been playing 007 on my PC. You know what I'm saying? 007, that shit been fire. You know what I'm saying? Free of charge, of course. You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. I love my PC. Be able to play anything, no cost. You know what I'm saying? When you're on the PC. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that shit been a banger so far. And so yeah, without further ado, we about to see what's going on. Cause India Lover, I say India Lover. India Love like he in some shit. So we about to see what's going on. Cause I don't know.
Streamer India Love has been
also sub up. We almost at 700 subscribers. Sub up. You feel me? Close to that 1K. I appreciate all the support I've been getting. And like I said, this only the beginning. You feel me? We're gonna keep on grinding, keep on dropping these bangers, keep on trying to evolve when I'm trying to, you feel me, get better at all this shit. So I love y'all, man. Now let's get to this video. Sorry for yakking.
Trying to prove for the past couple of months that everything about her has changed. She's taking on this new walk of life. She's not going to be this mean girl bratty image that she once has, and she's actually going to grow up into a more mature version of herself. But after a couple of choice interactions over this past weekend during DreamCon, I would say that that same old India Love never left.
Should I hear my phone? I'm already irritated right there.
Brother. And I wish I could say it was just that one, but there are a couple other incidents that let me know that her attitude has been the exact same. Every time somebody corrects her or tells her no, she acts as though it's some sort of disrespect. And at this point, India Love is not being misunderstood. She's repeatedly showing people who she is. And based off of a conversation that I had, I think the issue is bigger than just an attitude problem. It's something that plagues her and other streamers vastly across the industry.
I think it's like the parasocial relationship of being a chat viewer. So I think being kind of in an echo chamber of your own doing through a fan base can be an area where you can misstep.
If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long way for the channel. Don't disrespect me by watching all of my videos, being all up in the comment section, but not subscribing. Now, back into the video. India Love has this strange relationship with her image and the internet. She is 30 years old, and not saying that's a crazy...
Is she 30? You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't be acting like this. You know what I'm saying?
Thing, because I myself am pushing 30. I'll be 30 in like less than 30 days. But she still has this boss girl, bratty, you know, young person mentality about her. And it shows up in all these viral situations in which she is acting as though she is the star in every situation. Everybody is disrespecting her. She's always on edge, etc., etc. And the sun and the stars should revolve around her. First and foremost, I think it's very important to lay down the landscape and foundation as to who that was. That wasn't just some Randeezy.
Exactly. I was about to say, isn't this John Witherspoon's son, right? Well, I may have got that wrong, but this is John Witherspoon's son. You feel me?
He's sitting next to India Love, and even if it was, it kind of wouldn't matter. But that is JD Witherspoon, friend of the show, JD Witherspoon, somebody who I've known for some time now. I've had multiple conversations with, and some of you may have watched as a child on his channel, Run JD Run. And just to put a little bit of extra spice on it, he's not new to this. He's true to this, and by that I mean being of some sort of fame or celebrity status, being around and adjacent to it. He is the son of John Witherspoon, Pops from Friday, also the father from the Wayans Brothers show. I mean, he's been around these environments for multiple times and instances, been to these celebrity games. I just needed to get that out there. I think it's also important to note that even though from the angle of this video specifically, JD does look at the phone. When I had the conversation with him just last night, he acknowledges, and in other angles that we can, provide, it also is pretty clear that he does indeed look at her phone.
What is this serious ass music for? Like, nigga, all he did was just look at the phone. I mean, niggas, you know what I'm saying? Was it that big of a deal? Was you watching news or some shit? Like, I mean, aren't you watching the chat go on? Like, maybe I'm tripping.
That being said, I don't think that JD, and confirmed by him when I talked to him, had any sort of malicious intent when he was looking at her phone. To me, it looked like some sort of normal interaction where, somebody was scanning the room. Oh, snap, there's a phone there. Oh, snap, he's live. Okay. And we can even back that with India Love's own words about what he said after he looked at her phone.
I should've went IRL, nigga, stream.
Without even me having the prior knowledge of the conversation based off of what JD said, it's a pretty safe assumption to say that, maybe he thought to himself, I should stream. Hell, after all, JD is a streamer. To say that it was lame that a streamer who probably didn't realize that he could stream or wasn't streaming or whatever the case may be said to himself, hey, I could have been streaming here, is lame, is a little weird. I don't think that there was any malicious intent as to him looking in your phone. The thing that was up on your phone was the chat. Chat informs you about him looking into your phone. This on guard mentality, this I'm the center of attention, to delve out the name calling to JD. I just think that is strange. Mind you, she could have clearly turned to JD and asked him, or as the kids would say, checked him about looking in the phone, and I'm pretty sure it could have been cleared up and squashed in 1 second. But hey, there's a lot of confusion going on right there, and the issue isn't even really that India Love was wrong, it's just how quickly she was to get to the disrespect of it all. And I wish I could say that that was the only interaction that happened at the basketball game, but shortly after that situation, DreamCon security repeatedly told her and asked her, hey, can you move, can you leave the basketball court, etc., etc. And instead of simply just moving, this person's doing their job, they're trying to, situate whatever they had going on. India Love did an India Love.
Wristband? That's because you're India Love and you got Balenci on your, you feel me, on your face, nigga. You're not allowed on the floor, all right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I know, but you pushing me. I don't like you touching me. But you are. I'm right here, but you don't have to touch me. But we can literally be right here. Oh, it's not that deep. It's really not that deep.
For what it's worth, I'll have to say.
Hey, Ben. You feel me? Yeah, that's crazy. I want this Ben to see him.
Security guard.
Shout out RDC, man. Shout out RDC for hosting that banger event like they do every year, man. And it's unfortunate because I still have not been yet. You feel me? And it's crazy because now it's getting kind of oversaturated with these fucking toxic, degenerate ass people that's making, you feel me? They're making DreamCon weird and in a bad way, and not in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an anime convention. It's for basically for people, especially black people. You know what I'm saying? To actually be themselves. You got some people that just stream just to be there just because they stream. Meanwhile, they talking shit about DreamCon, just saying goofy shit. I seen some goofy ass shit with a nigga with like blonde and black hair saying goofy shit about RDC, talking about some majority of the group not even black, like just saying like I don't know. But yeah, shout out to them because some people genuinely don't need to be there, man. Some of these people that just make content, they just be goofy as shit. It was one girl, what's her name, Karen Levine, got the nerve to say, I think that anime stuff is weird, it's corny, or some shit, some stupid ass shit. But so why are you there, you fucking bot? You fucking drone? So you did no research on the event. Like this our issue. Y'all see everybody else pulling up. Now y'all gotta pull up. You feel me? No, nigga, do your info, do your research. This is not, you know what I'm saying? This is not Twitch. It's different cons for this shit, you know? DreamCon for the, you feel me, the majority black, you feel me, especially the nerds, especially that's intertwined with RDC and all the other shit, to have fun and you feel me, have a blast, you know? I will be there one day though, I promise you that, my nigga.
What he normally does. Can security be overreachy and pushy and all these things? Sure. But at the same time, he's just trying to handle things in the best way that he knows how. And if we were to just heed the warnings here, God, I can't believe I'm defending somebody that's technically a law enforcement officer, then maybe we wouldn't get to this situation. I don't think that this situation was the worst of it all with India Love, but we've got to remember she has this image about herself. People already feel like she's this quote unquote bitchy person. And when it rains, it pours for her. This is about pattern recognition after all. So when you take the JD clip, when you take the situation with the security guard, and then you take the other two interactions at DreamCon.
These seats are reserved. These are our seats. They put us here.
All right, we're not to move you guys somewhere else.
Let me call because they put us right here. Oh, he said let us sit.
I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to sell to an audience that you have this newfound attitude about yourself where you are trying to be this better presenting person. Again, I don't think that all of these things are the worst. There's explanations for why she did this, why she did that, why she did the third. But if I'm trying to sell a new image about myself, I certainly wouldn't be doing things like I did at DreamCon, or even worse, the most blatant example, the traffic situation.
You have to wait. You have to. Okay, and this is a public situation going on. You have to wait a second, sir. We're not doing anything wrong. Please give us 1 second. We're not bothering anybody. Please. You could go around. Wait, let me make sure I got the TikTok, because, baby, we'll do it again. Yeah, go around.
Really, India? Blocking traffic for a mid-TikTok at best? This is the larger...
Oh, my God.
Problem of all of it. She only evaluates these situations according to how it can affect her or impact her. She wants the TikTok, so the driver should have to wait. She wants to remain on the court, so security should just repeatedly justify the rule. She doesn't want to get up to maybe show some fan appreciation for somebody. Again, maybe a little bit of a reach, but it is what it is. So she'll sit down and ask this dude to bend down. Her chat says that JD is looking at her phone, so JD immediately becomes a lame in this situation. I think if you really wanted to, you could paint a narrative about India Love based off of all these multiple clips that have
like it's shit
presented themselves over the
shit, bro. Excuse me, but yeah, man, this shit just ridiculous. Like, we gotta stop having to eat. Like, you supposed to be a streamer, so you have to act like this is not like, you know what I'm saying? They be trying to treat this shit like Hollywood and shit now. Like, bro, streaming was not like this. You know what I'm saying? It was never meant to be like this. It was for you to express, you feel me, you're a good true personality, not being on some egotistical. You feel me? You like, bitch, you didn't have to stream. You chose to stream. So why are we being this egotistical when shit like, you feel me? It's like this is truly happening. Like, I don't know. A lot of these aren't a big deal. You feel me? And she just blew it out of proportion. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can go to red carpet, all the famous up. You feel me? Higher up shit, but all this type of stuff, man, it's ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie.
Past what, 5-6 days? But these clips only become worse when you realize that, hey, pattern recognition is real, and she's done stuff like this plenty of times before.
Miss, no camera, no filming inside, please.
Okay.
It's not recording, right, guys?
No, ma'am.
Because you're live then. If you can please take it off.
Okay, I'm just waiting for her to grab her stuff. She's a weirdo. She did not have to do all that. She's a fucking weirdo. Girl, your lady kicked me out. She's a fucking bitch. Whoever the fuck that was.
The DreamCon security interaction follows the exact same pattern as the store situation. There is an employee that is trying to do their job, follow rules, that is making all of $9 an hour, trying to, you know, get some bananas and some chicken thighs so that they can go and cook at home. I don't even know what they're cooking with bananas and chicken thighs. Produce has parasites right now, people. Stay away from it. Here comes India.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's
Love
crazy.
immediately minimizing that person. It's not because she doesn't understand the rule, but it's because she doesn't understand why the rule should personally impact and affect her. Instead of complying, she immediately
Just egotistical, bro. Like, she don't respect anyone to anything, and you can't do that if you want to truly become big and streaming. Like, it's no respect. It's just straight ego. And people that move off ego, off streaming, you ain't gonna get nowhere. No cap. You might get a couple hundred because you already was established, but it ain't gonna go no bigger than that.
Challenges an employee in turning a basic rule into some bigger confrontation. What makes it even worse, and I think shows more about who she is that, you know, of course you linger, you try to draw it out, you're a streamer. I guess that's where we are now. But when she leaves the store, she automatically starts just insulting and throwing names at the employee. To me, stuff like that is just so weird and just shows a lack of consideration as a whole. And for what it's worth, she did the same situation at the Streamer Awards, just in a different form.
Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt, and congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out. Boom, 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 boom.
FaZe Adapt had just won the biggest award in his life, really solidifying him in the streaming space, coming from being where he was and growing to the place and space that he eventually is now. But India Love disagreed with the results, and instead of just waiting to go home and be on the stream and, you know, give your 2 cents like most people would, she decided that was time for her to shine, ran on stage, and said what she decided to do. Now, for what it's worth, she would go on to apologize for the situation because she recognized ultimately how it diminished FaZe Adapt's accomplishments, and I do believe that that apology was driven by the chat, which we'll get to in a minute, because the community was slandering her as a whole. But months later, she's still treating public roads, convention courts, employees in workplaces like everyone else must accommodate exactly what she wants. This is this repeated pattern of entitlement followed by confusion. India acts impulsively, people criticize her, she explains her intention, she apologizes and talks about growth, and then another situation happens because the actual reaction did not change. That's what makes this whole recent transformation so hard to believe. She knows how to describe her problem after the damage is done. She just cannot seem to control these situations when it is happening.
That's the whole reason why God allows making mistakes. He knows you're gonna make mistakes, and mistakes are designed to turn you to Him. You get what I'm trying to say? You don't want me.
Motherfuckers, yeah. It's spiritual journey. Like, man, watch out, man. You ain't, man. I hate spiritual, nigga. Like, I understand people. You feel me? People make mistakes. They do. That's genuinely life. But at some point, bro, like, this is just a PR method. No cap. Like, nigga, like you said, it's okay to make mistakes, but these are clear, blatant mistakes that you that could have been overly prevented. You're 30. Yeah, I mean, you feel me? I understand shit, but like, my nigga, you're 30. You should be knowing the game by now. You should know how to respect people, workspaces. You know what I'm saying? Just in general, like, you've been in the game too long. You've been famous too long to not know how this shit go. And we're still moving like we're just at the top, the tip of the iceberg, just top. You know what I'm saying? High class. Like, this shit ridiculous. Like, why are you streaming then? You know what I'm saying?
To be perfect. He don't want me to be cookie cutter, a saint all the time. He's okay with me sinning. You know why? Because he knows I'm going to repent. You know why? Because I get convicted when I sin.
Now, I want to make it very clear before I go down this rabbit hole that I'm going down. I'm not questioning India Love's faith or religious status. This isn't me challenging her beliefs, all these different things. It's more to show something greater that I will get into, as opposed to saying she's not a Christian or a believer of God or whatever the case may be. So India Love has recently made this spiritual journey that she's going on a part of her public image. And there's no reason for me to believe that these emotions are fake. She could genuinely be trying to be more disciplined and move differently and all these things like that. But for what it's worth, India Love seems to be more successful at explaining the person that she wants to be, as opposed to becoming that person consistently and behaving like she should. To me, real growth is shown in the small and uninteresting moments. Moving the car when someone needs to pass, leaving the court when security asks, turning off the camera when there's a policy, and for sure not cussing them out and calling them all types of names once you leave the store. Now, of course, none of these moments would create some sort of virality and people people would be talking about it, but that's not necessarily what she would be searching for, because she's simply trying to demonstrate this maturity and consideration that she hasn't had before. India Love's problem is not that she's making mistakes. Everyone does, right? I make mistakes, you make mistakes, we all do. The problem is that each mistake seems to come from the same belief that her feelings, content, and intentions are more important than everybody else around her. She appears to view some sort of boundaries as disrespect. When an employee says no, she hears that they are targeting her. When security asks her to move, she believes that she's owed some sort of debate. And when Chad accuses someone, she immediately believes the worst about that person. And I mentioned something earlier in the video about what I think the larger and greater issue is. I do think that that is a portion of it. When I sat down with JD Witherspoon to have a conversation about this whole India Love fiasco and debacle, he'll love that I'm hyping it up with some of those words. We came to an interesting conclusion and tidbit here about how the chat can drive these social media creators to say, do, and act things that they probably wouldn't do.
If I grew up,
that is true. Before they get started, that is true. The chat, depending on you have in the chat too, can instigate and overstimulate. Is that the right term I can use for this, or could blow a situation out of proportion? You feel me? Like, this is why you can't listen to chat all the damn time. We know this your supporters, but chat also be in too deep in parasocial to a situation as well. You feel me? They're like, a lot of them can add flammable gas to a fire. You know what I'm saying? Or, you feel me, be the ones that light the match to the fire. Which whole time you didn't even need to do all of that shit. It was never that serious, you know.
Obviously in my 20s with one of these, and live streaming was a thing, and also making content and being on people's radar to that level was a thing. I could see how it could make you paranoid, for sure. That's my first time ever getting clip farmed. That's the word. That's the thing. I think that's more the chat than her. I don't know her personally. I have nothing negative to say about her.
You said it was the chat. What do you mean by it was the chat more than anything?
I think it's like the parasocial relationship of being a chat viewer. You know, my chat viewers, they like to ride or die for me in certain scenarios, and I usually tell them don't. I always keep it like 100% with the people who support me, like where I genuinely tell them, like, yo, real talk, you guys don't really know me as a person. You're my supporters. We're friends to a degree, but I don't need you to like fight battles for me. We don't know each other, so I'm not gonna lie to your face and say things like I love you. I can't say that. I don't know you that well to say I love you. So I think being kind of in an echo chamber of your own doing through a fan base can be not necessarily a downfall, but just an area where you can misstep. I think that's kind of like people who get a little too lost in the sauce of the internet.
So while she may be trying to take on this new spiritual journey and awakening, she still has something that is controlling her, and it plagues a lot of the streaming industry. But for India Love specifically, she already has this reputation that she's fed into for quite some time now. Immediately in that interaction with JD, she turns to see what Chad is saying. Chad was giving her the validation in these moments, and she gassed up and hyped up that situation for the chat. No different than the situation in the store. If you look at the chat on screen, you can see that they are egging on the situation as well. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying she's faultless. She does play into this bad girl identity. She could be in more control of her community or just not lay into them as well.
Why you keep looking in the phone? Oh my god, look in the phone. Like, nigga, meanwhile she's literally on a fucking chat. Like, you would have thought she was leaking nuclear codes or some shit. Like, bro, nigga, like, okay. Then that nigga glanced at the phone. You act like that nigga was like, bro, like, holy shit. Some of y'all need to take a break from this Twitch shit, man. When watching streamers, no cap.
Validation from the teeny boppers of the world is a very interesting place and space, but we do have to recognize Chat's involvement in how India Love is going about navigating her life, which is scary. She's 30. This is why I think it's harder for her to fully take on this new identity and new image that she's putting out there. This is why she keeps falling back into these bad behaviors, because she has James 3698 who stole mommy's card to, you know, purchase her OF back in the day, or currently, I don't know if she still got one up, telling her in the chat that JD Witherspoon of all people people is being nosy and in her business. For what it's worth, India Love's the biggest problem isn't JD Witherspoon or DreamCon security or store employees or impatient drivers. It's that she seems to believe that respecting another person's boundary means allowing them to disrespect or control her. That's why every normal correction becomes confrontation, and every confrontation becomes a viral clip, and every viral clip eventually becomes another speech about growth. And the whole time she's reading that little box in the corner of her streams to get validation about if she's doing the right thing or if she's doing the wrong thing, etc., etc. India may genuinely want to be a different person, but two things need to happen. One, it needs to appear while the camera is already rolling. People are going to keep saying the exact same things if that doesn't happen. And two, gotta disconnect with that chat. That chat is not your friend, mamas. Hey, they not doing you no favors at all.
This might get stuck in your head.
Facts. Literally. You gotta have to get away from the chat. You feel me? I know you been, yay. They riding, sliding for you, but you feel me? They ain't dying for you. You feel me? That shit made no sense. They probably did. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we have to, like, you can't say you. I hate motherfuckers that try to cop a plea into just shit that just necessarily doesn't make sense. Like, you feel me? You can't say you already been into this spiritual, all this type of shit. You feel me? And believing in faith, did all that bullshit, and you still having the ego and start acting like you just the center of attention, bro. People trying to do their jobs. People got, you feel me? Unfortunately, they gotta work these bum jobs that ain't paying well. You feel me? People stressed out, got shit to do too. You know what I'm saying? The world does not revolve around you, so you have to lock in and be respectful of people, places. You know. And you're blessed to even be in the opportunity to have a certain type of core fan base to even do this shit for a living. So you just gotta respect people, you know what I'm saying? And just be blessed, like you said, you feel me? Just be blessed that you're in that position. Don't be egoing every damn body and then just treating people like shit. You feel me? All because you feel some type of way. Feel me? Just apologize, take accountability. You feel me? In that time. And then just move on. And then move on with your day. But yeah. Oh, shit. Excuse me. But yeah, man, it's your boy Carter. Chris, take me to start by this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. 700 on the way, man. And many more to come. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, it's your boy Carter. WCC, I'm out to be. Y'all stay safe. I love y'all. Till next time.